Don't you think, man, that in this context where you record, expecting the guys to play without, let's say, without making mistakes, right? That's weird. No, because I told you my albums are instrumental music and playing live makes total sense to me. I need that vibe of the band interacting and everything. But man, if I played a wrong note in the sense that I made an agreement with a bassist or a keyboardist, I have a note that's off. I don't want that note.
Yeah, then I'll do another take. Everyone.
Come on, man. What's the point, right? What's the point of doing all this work just to do a take because of one note?
Then you'll only find out the day you record on tape.
No, but then there's the whole issue. I've recorded on tape, okay? My first EP was on tape. But the whole point is, man, sometimes you have a take that you're really satisfied with what you achieved there. And hey, do you want to make a slight correction? Man.
You can't do that, so I'm going to go back there. Okay, correct it, but how do you correct it? You mark the channel. Then cool, there's just a way to do it. You asked.
It's just that if you don't want to do it, but you're going to curse the guy, you're going to get on the list. But go ahead. I got it.
But what I want the band to do there is their best take. Everyone together, from Indiana, York.
No, it's all there. In that, we're in agreement. What I disagree with is, man, you know, I cannot correct 1, 2, 3 notes that are there.
Yeah, so, in this case, I'm right. Because whoever disagrees with me is always wrong.
Because, man, I think that whole issue, you know, at the beginning, the band's recorded with the microphone.
The dude messed up, my brother. Didn't even get in there, man, but that's what I'm telling you. Inside the studio, when the band feels that, I boom, recording. The guys, they do it like this. And play the song, got it? So, in the song, in the first 2 takes, it's going to be a bit tense. And then the guys loosen up. And they give themselves up in a way they would never do if they could make mistakes.
I understand. Man, we'll talk to you. Dude, boom. Quickly realizing that you're a very idealistic guy, right? I have my level of idealism.
But you have to have a guard for that. There, the guy said, as soon as I put the ideal in front of everything, I want to write you after making you talk with the court. It's rare that you put it. I get it. It's because I also think, man, that when you have this kind of principle, you are, in a way.
At first you are, in a way, you end up being a bit elitist about who you let in and pass through your studio because the guy has to be good to record there and get a good performance. The guy has to be good, man, because if he comes in there and he's an amateur musician, that's risky and everything. No. You play well. For example, you said like this, I wasn't going to leave a wrong note in the song, and I was going to have to fix it. Just that note, you know. Forgot what I was going to say. Oh, no. I was going to say that the guy plays badly and demands that it sounds good. I'm going to put an extreme there, right? I've seen bands where the guitarist played horribly and came to me saying that I was too demanding. I said, are you sure it's your guitar? So it just came out of the luthier. You're coming to record the string? Got it. Like that that the band plays badly? I'll say it. He plays bad. He messed up a box. The guy is out of tune on a note or two, you know? But that's the crowd playing, you know? Are you getting it? I'm going to enjoy the sound with the guys over there. There are a lot of things that can be fixed. I'm sure I would point out several things. In all the bands that go there, I point out thousands of things. I think that also in my work, if there was another music producer, they would point out several things in my work too. Got it. So I can improve. You're mixing analog, but you should stop doing that. You know what I mean? Got it. That's it. The guy has to accept it.
And you have to accept it.
Because I understand the following.
But the crowd accepts it.
Yeah, because I understand the following. Let's go. We always want our work to be the best it can be, within what reality is.
This conversation here is very important. From here on, you know, that's what causes all the confusion. But go ahead.
So I want, for example, I'm going to record my album with top-level musicians, the best in Brazil. But even the best musicians in Brazil can make mistakes, right? And there are notes that, like, I'm already taking away all the poetic license of what it is, man. Come on, they're improvising musicians that we're used to improvising, doing something we don't want. And from that mistake, we do something cool and it's the vibe of the moment. But even so, there might be a note where, dude, I played a D flat and you played a D. That bad interval of a minor second is bothering me. And I'm not going to let that slide.
Dude, grab that, turn up the tone a bit there in Melodyne. I don't know, on that track, you got it. And I don't see why we shouldn't let go of that resource. I need to record an album with 10 songs in, man, 4 or 5 hours. I want to record 2 takes of each song. Yeah. And maybe, man, recording with the musicians I want to record with, I'll only be able to do 2 rehearsals. Do you understand what kind of reality I'm trying to put you in?
It's what I said. You lack money and time, right?
But that's also true. But those are realities. And what about this reality? So, man, don't come to the lab. Is that it?
No, it's like this for Flowers Lab. No. Yeah. I tell the band has to take responsibility for what they're asking for there. You know what I mean? If the guy plays an instrumental that lasts 15 minutes, the song is going to have to play this song for 15 minutes on tape. With me, you know. I'm not going to cut the song. I'm not going to record it in pieces. You can't be serious that you made a 15-minute song. There are 4 guitar solos, and you can't play your song perfectly from start to finish. Got it? Yeah. Get away from me, you got it.
So Dream Theater would stay away from you.
Dream Theater.
Dream Theater, that band, they would stay away from you, right? Because the guys won't be able to execute it. Dude, the songs they play, like, from start to finish, you know.
Dude, it was a guy named Tar, a guitarist. He's even out there studying. His entire album doesn't have a single messed up note, not a single mistake. We recorded in 6-7 days. They are musicians. I'm going to say ordinary. Can I say that? Ordinary. Ricardo works teaching at the state school. Weekend. He records You Got It. So there it is, his album, it's there. It's not like that absurdly, everyone messing up all the time. You got it? No. Well then, you are... That's why I'm telling you, we fix like that little note there, you know? Especially if I say that I curse, I'm exaggerating a little, you know? But in the sense that if the guy does this in all the songs, then it's going to be tough, especially because it means the guy can't play. And the bands that go there manage to. Sometimes the guys are bad, they play badly in the sense of not having any grip and so on. But the guys play the song from start to finish without anyone messing up. You know, it's very chill. That's why I said it's important for people to hear this, that I'm discovering this. Today, in the studio, a band can play the song from start to finish without anyone messing up a note. Of course they can. They can do that several times. Of course, after a while, the guy starts to get tired. We were recording there, just voice and guitar, only voice and guitar. And the guy's songs are really complicated. And it was all just 5 minutes long, the nylon songs, full of bent chords. And we did a take. The guy really liked it, but he got hung up on something. I played a chord there and it came out inverted. It worked, harmonically. I know what, but I wanted to play it right, and that messed up the take he had done. Then, in the other songs, he didn't do that anymore. He started to think better about how to execute the song. Before, you got it. In other words, the guy learned a lot, man. Just for the simple fact that you can't correct it there, and the band becomes a different band right then. Got it? So, it's a crazy evolution.
I always tell people, man, that when you record an album, you skip the series. Even more so if it's a live album. So it's a lesson in humility for a lot of musicians who think they play well. They go to record live and then they listen to it and say, dude, but it sounds bad, man. Is that really you're hearing?
There was a comment like this. I know a guy who recorded Front Lab and it turned out terrible, just like a rehearsal. They had to re-record everything. I said, man, you recorded in the same studio that the other guy recorded in and your band. So, if you think I'm going to collapse, right? So, kind of. Without wanting to be annoying, but you just insulted your own band. That, you know, because I treat everyone the same at the studio. I care about the guy's tone, obviously, right? That I have to present an awesome project for the guys, especially since I have a responsibility in my hands. Huge, right? From bands that come from various states, there, at the studio, which is a 10-hour drive, you know, by car and stuff. The people going there, for me, it's incredibly special. So I definitely have to give my all to the work, but I noticed that a lot of bands go there just to test the process. You got it. We were even joking on the way, talking to the multi, like, dude, he's going to say he goes there. In the strong recording, it ends up sounding like a rehearsal. Then the guy says it sounds like a rehearsal. It's because he uses tape, you know? And it's not, man. It's the people who play badly, really. If it hits, there's a bad vibe. It's going to sound like a lot of cymbals. The guitarist doesn't know how to make the transitions. I made a video joking around like that. No guitarist is going to do that. What I do, grab the guitar, I plugged it in, tuned it, hooked it up to the amp, turned on the amp. All right, is it working? Felt it. I stopped. I started playing. Stop. All right, it is difficult for a musician to reach this level in the studio. That's really difficult. So I have to instruct the people. I say, guys, the take is over. Everyone is frozen. Like the guy, oh, that's cool, puts the stick on top. Even recording on the computer, it's horrible to get that out, right? So I'm always on alert with the team over there. And man, I really love the work I do there. Got it. I see everyone. And that's it. It's not a big deal over there. I've seen people taking some things out of there because they can't handle it. Got it? It doesn't make sense, man. Why did you do a 5-minute turnaround at the end of the song? Full of ghost notes, full of stuff like that. Were you the one playing